challenging day, guys, but we made overall $231 profit across the evaluation accounts. But guys, this was, I think, well, this was a super challenging day, like super challenging, and the only thing that saved me was risk management, and that's why it's important. But let's go real quick what happened. I called out this NQ long trade in the London stream, so this was a beautiful one. But after that, I was aiming to take out buy side at 18,016 something. So tried it once, rejected me, taking me out. But this was a dirty move on Nasdaq. Look at that. I said, all right, here's a second chance. We can go one more. And look at that. Took me out, took my stop loss with 2 points, and then skyrocketed to the profit level. I was super frustrated with the FOMO, and oh my god, it was terrible. It was terrible. Then I had another entry here on Nasdaq again, targeting a buy side up there at the 60s. This went well, actually. So this put me to profit. And unfortunately, when I saw that this wasn't able to break that high, the greed, always the greed, got into me and entered a second chance. But unfortunately, this took my stop loss not too recently. So not a good thing, not a good thing. But the biggest problem was with Russell today. I lost everything on Russell. I mean, all the trades. I called this out in the London session live. Took me out -1R. The next trade, well, it was a super risky one because the EMAs were pretty much, you know, congesting together here. But called out long again. The target was this gray area here, which was a 1 hour fair value gap. And as you can see, it went up there, but first it took me out. So it was 2R down, and I was feeling like super frustrated. Anyway, and so I thought, all right, let's give it one more chance. We have some very good liquidity levels at 37, 39, 2037 and 39. So on this fair value gap, I really thought that this is going to be a bullish flag or something, who knows. But at least we had a market structure shift here. It was still looking bullish. And look at this, how long did it take to take me out? So I was holding this position for 10:45. Oh my god, I was holding this position for almost 3 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes. This was super frustrating. So I'm super tired, guys. Actually, if I add all this together, that's -3R on the Russell today. And the Nasdaq was +2, that's 0. +2 minus L, that's like 1R. That should be 1R, but the problem is we have commissions, we have stuff like that. And but there was a good thing in that today, because I added one more Apex account to Copytrading, and anyway, let me show you what happened here overall. So the Bulenox account is this one. The Bulenox account is actually up from last week Friday, 795 to 823, which is basically like $28. So but it's so I consider it as a break even, the Bulenox account. The my funded futures account is also up like $16. Now I don't know what's the reason for that. The trade copier had issues. It had connection issues. I had to cut the stream and restart everything. The Apex account went from 51.25, this was Friday, to I kept it at 51.057, so that was $32. So on the old evaluation accounts, that was only $76, so I consider it break even. But as I said, I added one more Apex account right here, which started today. It's a 50K account, so I made $155 on it. Why is it possible that I made this? It's possible because I added it on the a New York session on the Nasdaq. So when this trade got to a nice profit, I just said, all right, I'm not going to risk this one. So I turned off the copy trader, and it's a good thing I did, because at this point I was just happy with the rest of the accounts that I got out of the hole. So anyway, I added one more, and this is what's pulling out the numbers. Basically, it was a technical, I mean, it was a break-even day, so $76, but with the 155, it was still good. A lot of lessons from today, and I have to journal this, but I'm so tired, guys. I was sitting here hours trying to dig myself out. I know that I have an edge, so I'm not confused or anything, and actually I feel good about this, because it still showed me that even if you just execute your edge, you can make profit. So if you know you have an edge, then you just have to execute on it. And if you just, I mean, I could have done, like, let's go to Nasdaq. I could have, for example, here, yeah. So when it took me out here, this was the dirty move. This was the dirty move. I was super angry, so it took me out there. I could have just said when it was up here, like, okay, I don't care, I'm just gonna jump in, I'm gonna chase it all the way up there. But I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because that was not following my rules. Because I have my entry model. This was not my entry model up there. If you want to check out my model, go to pip.ninja. But this was not my model, so I had to wait. And this is why using a mechanical system with a little bit of smart money concepts implemented helps me to grow these accounts. And I know that losing day is around the corner, so I'm gonna have to work on that, because I was a little bit lucky today. I have to be honest, I was a little bit lucky, because as of right now, as I'm recording this, this is 1:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I could be in a loss trade pretty much. So it taught me that how important is to trade your edge and to maintain discipline. So guys, I'm gonna do a separate video about this. This is eliminating fear. I mean, I was frustrated, but not like I wasn't fearing fear. I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm going to lose the account. I knew that I'm going to execute what I can, and until I don't feel so tired, which I did, and then I stopped. And I was risking on average $60 to $70 per trade. Managed to get back to profit. I mean, at least to break even. And I don't care how much it takes, how much time it takes. I like this one. I mean, I really love this system. So anyway, I'm going to be streaming on my Discord as well for members. We're going to talk about these entries, so consider to join. It's $10 a month. And by the way, today is still an 80% discount on Apex with a 1-day pass, so go for that. And check out my links. Check out my mini course. It's $49. And thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a great week, but this was a case of the Mondays. So, but I really enjoyed it. See you guys on the live streams.